Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, and today we're playing a nation that you guys keep asking me to do, and that is Finland. So we are going to take Finland and we are going to turn them into a naval superpower. Now, we do start with a tiddly navy of a couple of subs and 2 of these coastal defense ships. So we've got a lot of building to be able to do. Focus tree wise, there's a few different options we could go down. So we could go the red party on the left over here. We could go the brown party on the right. But we are going to do the neutral path down the centre. We would like a king, so we are going to be doing this secret little focus tree down here and restore our monarchy. So that is a little bit of a balancing act to kick off. What we need to do is keep the public trust and balance of power away from this very low trust where we get the no confidence. We have to keep our current leader in charge for as long as possible until we get down to this a new course and then he kicks off. So the problem is with this expand state military, we need construction 4, which obviously is going to take a very long time. So we'll start with a bit of Finnish neutrality. Research wise, we're obviously going to be doing construction as soon as possible, all ahead of time because we need construction 4. Normal tools, and we'll do electrical engineering as well. Building wise, we're going to want a few civs and a few mills because we do obviously have a looming red threat to our east. So what I might actually do is start with some forts up here so we don't get pushed back away from our tiles and have some naval invasions. I'm going to put these all to guns. We're going to want some artillery and some support equipment and also a bit of anti-air later. So this is what we're going to start moving towards with our mills. We are currently losing public trust of 0.1% per day, so we're going to have to start balancing that the other way. The reason we're losing that is because we have more than 1% support for democratic and communist ideologies. So we're going to have to do a little bit of party balance just to make sure that we lose that. Let's go and grab political unity because it gives us a nice 10% towards high trust. So at least it counters that. We get a few little advisors as well, which we can use. We have stopped the public trust going down in the meantime and we've pumped it up a little bit more. So we are looking a little bit more stable. There's a few more focuses I can get to move the balance, but we don't need that at the moment. So I'm going to switch over to industry and try and get some more factories on the go so we can actually fight the Soviets. We'll go and get some armoured trains because we can't deal with the Soviet CAS and we'll basically lose supply. So we need to get some armoured trains on the go. Presidential term comes to an end. Obviously, we can't swap our leader, so we're not going to be able to take the nice new one. We're going to have to take the political power loss of 30, and we'll keep our current leader in charge. We do have a little bit of a focus tree here for Navy stuff. There's some actually good bonuses in here, some dockyard output, and bits and pieces. We'll probably start with the military budget and get some more infantry equipment. Research-wise, we're going to go straight for construction, 500 days well ahead of schedule, but we need that on the go as soon as possible. We will build a couple more civs, I think, in these central bits. I know it hasn't got the best infrastructure, but obviously we need to save our outside land for our dockyards. I'll probably go and get the industrial concern because it will help us get our construction even quicker. Going to entice the masses just to keep it even closer to the middle. The further we get along here, the better core attack and defense we get as well, which will be very helpful for the Red Menace on our doorstep. Let's go and get Mountaineers because I want to use these as our main pushing unit to carve through the Soviets because we'll get the nice winter bonuses with them as well. Let's add some anti-air and some artillery. We will up the width of these as soon as possible, but this is basically as much as we can afford at the moment, a little 12th width. We cannot go up a conscription law, so we're going to rely on the weekly manpower from our advisors. The sensible man will get Mannerheim with his defense genius, but we're going to take the army offensive because we do want to attack. We will take Mannerheim as our field marshal, though, because obviously we do need some defense, and he is our only field marshal. We have got a good lot of choices here for generals. We want anyone with Winter Specialist, Ranger, the Veteran, Jaeger as well. We'll switch over to mills now. I'm going to have to build them on the coast because I'm running out of internal land and we obviously want to get them done as soon as possible. We will build some more forts as well. I don't really want to lose this land, so we'll probably build up to here and then we can be right on Leningrad's border. We will then make these a couple more and then we'll add some naval forts as well to make sure we can't get naval invaded. It's the top north bit here they managed to push through. So if we can hold this, we're in a very good position in terms of supply as well with holding that naval port at the top here. Suppose I'll go and get a Chief of Navy now to get the XP ticking. So we have a Commerce Raider or a Decisive Battle. We'll always go Decisive Battle, I think. I'm not actually sure what path I'm taking. I'm feeling doing a Destroyer span. So screen attack is probably better than Convoy Raiding, although we might do a little bit of raiding. Let's pick up another Entice the Masses. 200 I know, but we are now in high trust, which means we get 15% attack on core territory and 20%. So when the Reds come, we should be able to withstand it. We'll go and get dispersed in this. Oh no, we need construction, don't we? 600 days, and then we can do the focus to get our king back in charge. Start designing our mountaineers. So I'm going to want 25 widths because I believe that forest are 50 widths. So we'll start with them. We'll get an engineering company. We'll get some artillery to make it up in to 25. I think, let me just check actually, there is, oh no, it's 60 combat width, sorry, not 50. Okay, we need to change our template a little bit then. So what we'll do to get 30 combat width is we'll add one artillery in and we'll add one more mountaineer. 30 combat width fits nicely into the forest tiles. We'll add artillery and we'll add some anti-air as well. And then we'll add the rangers when we get these. We'll make these the top dogs. And we'll try and get 2 out to start with, but these should be able to carve through the Soviets. So we'll get them on the go. Everything else is just going to be holding. We are okay on equipment, just a bit of artillery and anti-air, which is fine. Let's go and get the artillery genius, very helpful. We'll take infantry expert. There is a German commander genius, but I don't think we're going to be able to get him, and not sure many of those bonuses actually help. So we'll take the infantry expert. We have got army logistics here, which could be helpful for our supply. There's an army regrouping genius for recovery. Now, is logistics going to be more important, or I think we're going to get cycle attacked quite a lot. So I think our regroup and recovery rate is probably better. So we'll go with that. We are looking okay. The Germans have finally kicked off, which means we are only a few months away from Soviets coming at us. Let's add the Winter Logistics Company. We get snow, movement, attack, and defense. And we'll also add Rangers, which gives us a little bit of bonus as well when we can select that. So we are getting quite a good amount of bonuses here. These divisions should absolutely smash through the Soviets. The Soviets have come. Let them come if they dare. We are pretty well suited and set up. We are building some mills, so we'll get a few more in these central regions because we don't want to take up the coastline for our dockyards, which we will get because I don't know if you remember, this is actually a Navy video. We're going to boost some of these because we're going to need some port guards. The winter war is here, and so it begins. Mobilization speed, a bit of recruitable pop, winter attrition, and some defense, which is always nice because the Red Menace is upon us. We can finally go up a conscription law, which is good, so extensive. We are still in charge with our leader, which is fine. They are trying to push the port up here, which I knew they would, but hopefully our forts should protect us. We really need the supply hub there. Everywhere else seems to be okay at the moment. Right, I'm going to go and put Winter Logistics Company into our infantry. Give us snow, attack, movement, and defense, which should help us out, seeing as you know, it is winter, so we don't have all of the equipment available, but we've got near enough, so we should be okay. Having to do a couple of last stands here just to make sure we don't lose the port, but we're hanging on okay. Long patrols is on the way. We're getting some manpower. Our mountaineers are on the way, as well as our port guards, which we will need because they will start naval invading soon. Elsewhere, they are sort of out of supply because it's quite far away. Let's see if our green recruited mountaineers can push through here. I think they can because it is a forest tile as well. If we pin above them so they don't reinforce, if we can split the north off, we have absolutely melted away their units. I mean, they have no supply whatsoever. As long as we hold on to here with this naval invasion, we should be able to get the north here quite easily. One more tile, we'll push up. We'll leave one there so we don't lose him behind. We'll just pin these other troops. Any of these troops we can pin and encircle before they rush out of the port is a win-win for us. We should capture these 5 here. I mean, we are going straight for Murmansk. If there's no one there, we'll take that. We'll see if we can push here as well because there's no tile. There is a naval invasion, but that's easily dealt with. There is a lot in this port. We'll try and surround them. We've got a nice little pocket there we're dealing with, so we'll make sure we've crushed that. Perfect. That's Murmansk surrounded. Right, keep them pinned in and make sure we just close this gap here so they can't push out. They shouldn't be able to escape too much, and we should be able to defeat them. Right, I'm going to use this division. We're just going to circle around here and just grab the rest of these provinces. That is basically the north dealt with, which is good as soon as we get the port. And there goes the last head pop. The port is ours. We'll make sure our port guards are also guarding it because we don't want to lose that. We're still at high trust, but it is going down because the communists have a little bit of an effect. So we're okay for the moment, but we do have to keep a bit of an eye on that. Now, I want to get Greater Finland, but it does mean to get militarized society, we need to be on all adults serve, which is 2 more than I want, and it does have massive negative penalties, which is rather annoying. Right, we'll see if we can get a few more Mountaineer divisions out as well, because these have absolutely smoked their way through the Soviet troops. Right, we're going to just pierce up here. Basically, no one can stop us, so if we can reinforce and aim for the railway line and their supply hub. I'm just going to keep pushing. The Soviets cannot reinforce quick enough. That will be them encircled here as well. Yeah, there we go. And there's a supply hub here once we push up. A few more Mountaineers are on the way and we can help seal that. But that is a very nice pocket that we will just do a nice front line. And we will start closing that up. I'm going to jump to all adults served for a little bit then. That way we can go and get our militarized society. I really didn't want to have to do that, but it's the only way around this. That is that pocket dealt with. That's a nice good amount of Soviets encircled. I think we only have to hold where we are here now to be able to get Greater Finland. We might push for the river, and I think we need Leningrad actually. So we will aim for that once we reinforce and are settled in. We'll get military police because we're going to be taking a lot of territory that we'll need garrisons for. We're holding quite nicely, so I wonder what the casualties are like. 1 million against 80,000. Not bad at all. Okay, I do actually need Olenets here, so we are going to have to push a little bit further to get Greater Finland, which gives us some lovely, lovely cores. So I will have to use the Mountaineers. We can actually get the expand the state military now, which is good because we've done construction 4. Our Mountaineers are taking a hammering here, but we are so strong that the Soviets are basically just bouncing off. And what do we have here? A not-so-secret focus, so we can now do the Finnish throne. We can get Prince Wolfgang in charge. And we also have some reduced costs to take peace conference bits and pieces. And also the balance of power still stays in effect though. The Finnish throne. We are now a lovely purple kingdom of Finland. Prince Wolfgang is in charge. The crown prince with some lovely political power games. Some recruitable pop, stability, non-aligned, reduced cost. We are looking in a very healthy place now. We do have the high trust which is going down currently because we do have a lot of other ideologies in charge. We do have a few of our advisors there which are helping. We do have a Brown Party one which isn't helping, so we may switch him out. Oh, this does remove communism, which is definitely important. So let's go and get the writer just to help out with that to move our stability round. Militarized society gives us 15% to factory output and construction. What's the negative for all adults serve? Minus 30. If we go down 1, we get an extra 20% factory output, basically. So I don't really think that's worth actually going down a conscription law. That's enough, I think, of an encirclement there that our Mountaineers should have got enough state. Yes, so we can do the Greater Finland. We get some lovely new cores, which gives us good bonuses because of our attack and defense on cores as well. That is a lovely, lovely pocket there. We'll just crush you, Soviets. Our Mountaineers will just smash through there with their very heavy artillery. Everywhere else we are sitting quite pretty, which is nice. So we'll probably go and grab Leningrad in a second. Weirdly, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania are still about. Barbarossa is ongoing, which means we're about to get a lot easier because the Soviets have got a much bigger menace. Let's move our Mountaineers around here, so we'll go and grab Leningrad straight off the bat. These Mountaineers are just so good. There's Leningrad, full of Leningrad straight away. Do we want to push further? I mean, we might as well grab as much of the war score as possible. Weird that the Baltics are still surviving. I don't know why that's the case. Greater Finland. Oh, the Greater Kingdom of Finland. That does look pretty glorious. I mean, we still don't have a navy, and we are quite far into a navy run now. But, you know, we haven't forgot about that. We'll get round to it. We just need a nice bit of land, some good industry, and then we'll finally build a navy. So we've got a few more mills, which is nice, so we can start making more troops. I had better start making dockyards. Every available coastline we are going to build dockyards in because we're going to need quite a few. I could probably start on the naval focus tree as well. So we'll go and grab a few little bonuses, a dockyard, and add Finnish Navy, which gives us some nice bonuses. Now we are going destroyer spam, so I'm up to 1940s. We'll go for 44 soon, but I should probably upgrade our light batteries first because we're going to have to spam them out. We're just going to do destroyer spam in this run, I've decided. Finish peace deals. I mean, no, we don't want to do that because we'll basically lose all the territory we've gained. I'm going to go after Sweden because of their lovely, lovely resource. We're going to need a lot of steel, which we're not going to be able to get. And I don't think Sweden will join a faction. Maybe we'll attack them first so they join the common turn. Right, we're going to need transport ships. I totally forgot about them. We might try a naval invade, but I think we'll be alright with our mountaineers just pushing through. Sweden stops their Lend-Lease, which is good because they're basically fueling their own demise. Retake core state. If they join the Allies, I've completely shafted myself. I mean, our Mountaineers just going to smash through them. Hopefully we'll encircle. I mean, they already have a naval invasion set up. They were going to backstab me as well. Right, let's go straight for here and the port. We will see if we can get a nice big encirclement in the north. Coastal forts and naval bases, I suppose we'll have to get. I think we need to get it anyway to go down. Dockyard output and an extra dockyard is nice. Another dockyard there. Convoys as well. I think we want to expand the dockyard. There's some marine tech here as well. Let's go with coastal defense. And then we can get rapid raiders, which gets us some destroyers. Oh, the Swedish just love being encircled. I mean, they didn't even try to move. I mean, we did pin them, but they didn't even try to move. So I would imagine this is quite a good portion of the Swedish army that we have trapped. Let's just go grab all the victory points, I suppose. We just... Another encirclement. They're sort of reinforcing. They have got only about 15 divisions, so this isn't a problem. They're reinforcing this northern bit again. And we're just going to pull off another encirclement and go and grab the victory points while they're stuck here. Let's go and get rapid raiders. We get some nice torpedo and destroyer models. And we get another dockyard. And that should be Sweden. No, it's not. They're still not capped. They have no divisions left. But apparently we're going to have to take that island, which I can't actually get to at the moment, which is irritating. Okay, they're just capped. I have no idea what went on. I assume their war score dipped down, but we didn't even do anything. But they didn't join a faction, which I'm amazed by. Looks like they haven't blown up any of the mines as well, which is good. So what I'm probably going to do is puppet them and get our resource claims. Right, we'll puppet these and we will add on... We want their industry and their resources. I mean, we could take their navy, but that's naughty, so we won't. We'll just have Finnish Sweden. We've got all of their juicy, juicy resources. Mainly the steel is desperately what we're going to need to build some ships. There's not actually that many destroyer bonuses in this doctrine, so Fleet and Being seems to have the most. It has some that gives us some org and bits and pieces. So we'll just work our way down this Fleet and Being process. We do have destroyer research speed, which is good because we're going to go after 1944ers because we might as well have the best spam. Logistics wizard as well, which is going to help us push into the Soviets more. And hopefully 42% of the war score, which is very nice. And the Soviets are basically done. We need 1 more %. And there goes the Soviet Union. We do have basically 50% of the war score, which is nice. So we're going to obviously take all of our cores. With our lovely prince in charge, it does make everything else cheaper. We will take Moscow and the steel. We're going to want to take as much as possible, really. All of the cheap stuff especially. Okay, we are left with a big greater kingdom of Finland and the Finnish Russia, where we've got all their resources as well. So we're going to get some nice manpower from them, hopefully. We have got all of the Trans-Siberian Express as well, which will come into effect once the supply hubs kick in. 1942, and we're going to start making ships. So we're going to take this destroyer. We're going to give it, so yeah, light gun 3. We'll give it anti-air. Best fire control, which is 0. They're the best. We'll switch out this anti-air and let's go 1 more torpedo for now for a light battery to get our light attack and piercing up. So we've got 3 light batteries and 2 torpedoes. We are just going to spam these out like nobody's business. And I really can't remember if I've done a Navy video like this, whether the destroyer spam actually works. We'll go for anything that increases probably the range, because destroyers obviously have a tiny amount of range. Bit more max range there. there's not really too much that affects destroyers. So screens here, we get another nice max range and speed, which is always good. Let's go and expand our industry, dockyard construction speed, and some free dockyards. We are absolutely spamming out the dockyards with our big industry. We've only got 18 at the moment, so we're going to need a lot more. I don't think anyone's going to care if we come and take our claim state of Estonia. They're not guaranteed by anyone. The Soviets don't exist. I don't think the Allies will care because we're non-aligned. I think our aim is to help the big chunky Axis defeat the Allies and the Allied navies. So we must make sure our agency is on the go because that is going to be key to the naval. I really hope Estonia doesn't join a faction. I mean, they haven't already. If we can just smash through our mountaineers and cap them pretty quick. It normally does take a little bit of time before they actually join a faction. And no, we got away with that. Okay, Estonia gave us a load of guns, which we actually desperately needed, really. We'll just go and take all of their land, and more importantly, it gives us a lovely coastal space to build some more dockyards. We'll go and see if we can do the same with Latvia as well. They might get a guarantee now. We're going to work towards integrating these puppets just for the manpower, because I just don't have enough men to put on our boats. They do have 150,000, so there's a good amount here. We'll go up the conscription law, and I'm pretty sure then that ups the amount of manpower that they have to give us. Currently we are getting 400,000 from Soviets. Let's get the expansion towards the Atlantic. Some nice dockyard output, a few little bonuses there. We add 2 dockyards and 2 naval bases into a couple of our cities, which is nice. There's some more free dockyards. Let's upgrade this with new anti-air and new torpedoes, so it makes it a little bit better, a little bit slower, but we've got a nice 60 torpedo attack, which is very, very juicy. I wish there was a button, and you'll probably tell me there's a really simple button, to replace once they're done with the old units, or the old models, that they just change immediately into the new one, but I don't think there is. We'll go the Lone Wolf, I think. We don't want any help from it. We could join the Axis, but I don't really want to. I feel like Finland should be by themselves, even though we will be going against the Allies, so we will become the Lone Wolf. Latvia really didn't get a guarantee. I mean, they might join the Allies, but I feel like they would have guaranteed them already. So let's quickly see if we can get straight into Riga and just cap them before they can do anything silly. I genuinely can't believe we got away with that. Okay. Can we get Lithuania as well? I don't think so, because I think normally the Germans guarantee them. Oh, yeah. Germany and Britain have guaranteed them. Okay. We've got 2 out of the 3 of the Baltics, which is good, which gives us a juicy coastal space, which we need. Do we have... Oh, we do have 2 admirals. Cold Water Expert, Career Officer, Gunnery Expert, Career Officer or Inshore. I think Inshore we're going to deal a lot more of because in and around the fjords. We've got some more free dockyards, so let's go and get some spamming of the destroyers. We can't get these out because we haven't got enough units, so I'm going to cut them down to 1 so they finish. And then we'll just get them making these so we're not wasting any production cost. The Suez Canal's been blown. They blew the canal because there was a few troops here that have just been crushed. That has got to be one of the worst decisions I have ever seen. I've run out of space to build dockyards, so we're going to build them in Sweden, and then we're going to annex our puppet, I think, because we don't actually get access to any of these because you don't get them in the usual factories that a puppet gives you. But I think Sweden has used its purpose. Right, 1944 destroyer. So, light battery 4, anti-air 3. We're going to give it fire control 3. We're going to give it some sonar. We're going to give it best torpedoes, the best engine. We will go light battery, another light battery, and then I think we'll do 1 torpedo and we'll do 1 anti-sub depth charge. So we can destroy subs, we can torpedo big boys, and we can shoot down screens, and we're very speedy. This is our ultimate destroyer. I've got 42 destroyers. I think we're going to harass the Allies a little bit. So we're going to go convoy raiding. We're going to engage at medium, and we're going to do never repair. We will split it off into 4 task force. And I think we're going to try a bit of surface raiding just to see if we can harass Britain and lose a few of their screens and also get rid of some supply. Just to start things off nice. We could get damage control. Fire control doesn't actually do destroyers or screens, so that's pointless in this run. So we'll go for the damage control to see if we can at least not lose as many destroyers in battles. We'll go for the aggression, and I think positioning is quite important. I mean, screen attack actually is probably good. But someone says positioning is very important, so we'll take the 15%. Okay, Sweden, we are done with you. We'll just annex you into the greater kingdom of Finland. We gain some troops that we don't want, so we'll just disband them. But more importantly, we've got some new areas we can build dockyards. This does a weird thing when you do puppets, so we've got to delete these quick. We have nicked Sweden's navy here, so I'll probably just put that on strike force and make it guard our territory because they are fast, but I don't think I really want these early destroyers. They are probably just going to get in the way of our new boys. Okay, declare war on Britain. The navy run has officially begun. 47 destroyers we got on convoy raiding. I'm going to use them as one big convoy raiding fleet, I think, rather than splitting them out. So if we do engage anything, we should be able to overwhelm it. We'll go and get military access from Germany because that gives us naval access as well, so we can use their ports. I've got 47 harassing in one big bulk, but I'm not sure. They can only do 24%, so let's split them out so we get a better coverage of the area. There's a few destroyers we found. Is this going to be our first win? They're not melting away as quickly as I thought they would, seeing as they're retreating. And I think we got 6. 6 in the end. Not brilliant. A pride of the fleet. We've sunk Mexico's pride of the fleet. So, I mean, that's quite a good little early win. We're not really finding much else, just a few Brazilian convoys for some unknown reason. Much of an uphill. Oh, 400. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. And our 48 destroyers don't seem to be doing much work. I can't really get anything to engage at the moment, which is a little bit annoying. I'm not sure if I should be retreating from this or not. Our destroyers basically have already anyway, so they are out of there. I mean, we've lost quite a few. I have a feeling destroyer spam is not all it's made up to be. I think I need more. We're going to need more destroyers. I think we'll have to repair these because I imagine quite a few of them, yeah, slightly damaged. Weirdly, Lithuania's in a faction. They're in the Comintern. Where on earth is Stalin gone? Oh, he's up here. Right. Yeah, I don't really care then. The Suez Canal's been repaired, which is nice. We're going to justify them because no one else is going to join. And, I mean, the Germans have already just declared on the Soviets again. I mean, yeah, we'll join in on Lithuania and pummel them. And there goes Lithuania. Light side of guns. We'll just take all of that because the Germans did nothing. I mean, they can have Stalin's retreat in whatever peninsula that's called. Oh no, we still got enough. We'll take that as well. Why not? We'll take it all if we can. Right, there we go. We did manage to get it. We've got another bit of land, which is good because we're out of places to build dockyards. So we've got one extra spot we can build some. I'm going to change the depth charge for more torpedoes because I'm not really coming up against many subs. And we need to start sinking some big boy ships, really. So we'll change this over. Torpedo attack 136, which is unbelievable. Hopefully we can start making some good damage now. Right, 50 destroyers out and about. Let's see if we can finally... Some subs that we've missed. Brilliant. This is so exciting. What a great video. There's one more destroyer focus there, but I think that's it on the doctrine now. So there's no more we can do to help our destroyers. They've got to find something and hopefully sink something. Otherwise, I have wasted my life. We're engaging a few little bits. There's a load of subs, so we've actually still got a bit of sub-killing ability, which is nice. A few destroyers as well, so we're starting to pick them off. Oh, big navy join there and we just run away. I have no intel. The Spanish have joined the Germans for some reason. I've never seen that happen in 44 either, or I probably have, but not that I remember. But they shouldn't be. I mean, Italy, meanwhile, is getting pummeled. Okay, this is quite a big fleet. I'm going to do something stupid and stand and fight this one. They are starting to retreat, so if their screens disappear, they are losing screening ability. We might be able to get some big boys. We're starting to... No, nothing. Did we get a battleship? We might have got one. One battleship. We have a capital ship. We have finally defeated one. And a lot of screens, to be fair. Okay, we'll get these all in repair. That has got a main battery mount damage. Light attack minus 50. Yeah, we definitely want that repaired. Everything else is getting tidied up as well. can now get into the Med because we have Gibraltar, courtesy of Spain. So we're up to 67. Let's see if we can attack anyone stuck in the Med. Load of subs. There's always like 1 billion subs in the Mediterranean. What has the UK got? I mean, we've probably taken out 100. They've still obviously got a lot of capital ships, which we are struggling to engage. We've actually got Green Sea as well in the Med from our 74 destroyers, which is pretty incredible. If we take these ports, I can only assume that we will get some of their fleets to come out, because they must be hiding somewhere. There is a lot of troops everywhere. I mean, we can't even help out in Sicily. There's so much. So I'm not really sure what we can do here. Load of subs just running away. That's not very helpful at all. I didn't want subs. I want big boy ships. We've managed to get quite a nice encirclement here. We'll push up and help the US be pushed out there. Sicily is still being a bit of a pain, but we do have Green Sea still, which is always nice. Is this... Oh, it is. It's a big boy fleet. They are running away. We have got 80 destroyers here. This is got to be the one where we start getting some serious damage to their capital ships. And the carriers are away as well. Yeah, we didn't get anything, did we? We literally didn't get anything. Oh, no, we did. We got one carrier. Okay, good start. Another carrier. HMS Unicorn has been sunk. And we basically are trying to attack some convoys that are trying to retreat as well. Hopefully we can catch up with wherever they've gone. There was a random battleship. I missed that, but I assume that was forced out of the port while it was repairing. We're up to 95 destroyers. We've got Green Med. I think we'll try and push and take the Suez Canal, and then we'll push them completely out of the Med by taking every single island. We do have Malta now, which probably is where that battleship came from. So let's get these mountaineers over for some more naval invasions. Oh, I totally missed this. That is the French Pride of the Fleet and a battleship and a Brazilian sub. There goes Cyprus, which means they should have forced something else out. We've got 100 destroyers now, which is looking chonkier. That is going to be the last port in the Med. So, wherever these allied ships are in the Med must be out and about floating and bobbing about and looking to be torpedoed, especially with that port gone. Right, there is some capital ships here and they are in the Med, so there is stuff for hunting. Okay, this doesn't... I mean, this is probably it, which is really anticlimactic. We'll just easily crush that. We'll change it to Strike Force, because we were trying to find things on patrol, and now we'll just re-engage it all, so hopefully it can mount up, although we've already retreated out of this. Right, I'm going to get like some of these split out onto patrol. I don't know why I didn't do this before. We'll get them patrolling, we'll get the rest on Strike Force, so once they find something, we'll engage. Oh, one carrier. That has to be gone. One carrier and one destroyer. That is not enough screening, Mr. Carrier, to stop you. There's a few little screens. That'll be absolutely fine. Another engagement. A few destroyers. We are quickly tidying up the Med here. We'll go and get some military access from Italy to give us docking rights, because they basically earn all of Turkey at the moment. I think that's it for the Med. So let's go and move this all over now. We'll delete all the Med and we'll go back to Britain. They are actually getting naval invaded into France, so we do need to help them out a little bit. I feel like here, if we don't do some major damage, we just never will. This is the perfect navy for us to destroy. We've got over 100 destroyers. Our positioning is 100%, but so is theirs. We do have 0 heavy guns, but we do have 19,000 torpedoes, 1,600 light guns. The piercing is going to be terrible for that. The torpedoes should be enough to destroy the capital ships, but I don't really know how 19,000 affects it. 900 depth charges as well, so we basically well outgun them. Everything is well in our favour. They are retreating, so they should start melt away. Their screen is also down. There goes a battleship. The Spanish have turned up to take glory as well. Let's disengage because we have no real care. There goes Norway. We have no real care to defeat the subs here anyway. One carrier's already gone. I missed this battle. A few have got away, annoyingly. We did get another one. A few destroyers and a cruiser as well. So we are starting to cut them down a little bit. There goes a battleship. We must have caught that trying to head back to port. No sign of Hood yet either, which is irritating. You know, I do like to take HMS Hood out at least. I think this is that same fleet from earlier. So we've got 4 carriers. They've got no screens now, 40%. Oh, we've got 2 battleships. Can we get a carrier at least with the torpedoes? We should get through the screen. We did lose 1 destroyer. That's the first time we've lost something for a while. Oh, we did get it all. I totally missed that. I wasn't really paying attention. All 4 carriers, 3 battleships, 49 destroyers, 13 cruisers, and a battle cruiser. I think that is a big victory for the destroyer spam. We've now got Green Sea as well, so I think we might do a naval invasion soon. There goes a cruiser. The Spanish are in and about as well. They've got 24 ships somewhere. What have they got in total? 135 still. They've still got 6 carriers and 14 battleships, so I don't quite know where that is. There's 4 carriers that have disappeared off the face of the earth, all destroyed by our destroyers. Couple of cruisers as well, heavy cruisers. Load of subs here I'm not too bothered about. The Italians have turned up as well to take some glory, but it is all ours. Ooh, Argentina has just got absolutely massacred there. There's the 4 carriers from earlier. There goes the pride of the fleet. 2 battleships, some subs, and a few other bits and pieces gone. Here is 2 carriers and a battleship. Absolutely 0 screens. There's only 1 place they're going. I assume they were off to be repaired or something. I don't know why they're out and about by themselves. Couple of subs. 5 Brazilian subs there. We're all green. They have got still quite a bit and a few battleships, but no carriers anymore. We are just convoy raiding around Britain now. We're going to starve any of their allies from having supply there, and it should make our naval invasion a lot easier. So we'll just continue doing this for a bit. We will launch a naval invasion, but we've actually been beaten to it. So let's immediately get ours on the go. I mean, that's really annoying that Germany has jumped in before us. There goes the fall of London. I mean, our mountaineers are far too strong for the Brits here. They don't really have a lot of troops. I assume that is from our extensive convoy raiding sessions. What have they got left before they go? Still 100 ships. No idea where they are. They don't want to defend their island, so Britain is at our mercy. We'll just quickly finish them off, and I think that'll be it. And there goes the United Kingdom. They had 0 equipment. Germany gets all the glory, not the Greater Kingdom of Finland. We end the run with 157 destroyers. One big massive destroyer spam going on. So yeah, destroyer spam definitely still works. It just requires a actual spam and not just a small amount of them. So we have taken Finland. You guys have been asking me for ages. We've taken Finland. We've unlocked the secret leader. That's not very secret. And we've become the Kingdom of Finland. And we have turned them into a naval superpower at the mercy with 157 destroyers, nothing else. So thank you guys for watching. Hit me down in the comments what you want me to do next. The next video is probably going to be when the new DLC is out. So Navy's getting a big change. It'll be interesting to see what that brings. Thanks for watching and peace out.